the end of the day, this is not, you're not gonna breeze through a strike zero workout. It's conditioning, it's muscular endurance, strength endurance. It's really solid. All right, today we're gonna be talking about the last calisthenics program you're ever gonna need. It's called Strike Zero. Let me draw it on the board for you. So the concept is simple. You're basically taking reps of calisthenics to failure. You strike out what you've done and then you eventually get to zero. That's why it's called the Strike Zero program. So we're actually gonna be doing this workout today and we're going to be doing pull-ups, push-ups, and lunges. For pull-ups, we're gonna be doing 100 reps. For push-ups, we're gonna be doing 200 reps. And for lunges, we're gonna be doing 300 reps, and that's 300 total, 150 each leg. We think that we've selected the right numbers. We won't really find out till we get to the end. Dave, you ever done Strike Zero before?
I have not done a full Strike Zero workout, no. So I will be a good test to see where I'm at in these. The lunges I'm not too worried about. We'll see, push-ups will probably be the biggest challenge for me.
Chalk's here if you need it. All right, we ready? Yeah, I'll chase you. So your first set. All right, so you got
20.
You got a minute rest right now, so just hack that on your watch. How many did you get?
20.
Oh, nice, solid, man. Great start.
First sets can go pretty strong.
Take it to 23.
These were nice and warmed up. That's fine. Gotta do some math too.
That's the best part of the Strike Zero workout, is challenge you mentally too. You gotta do subtraction in the middle of a workout. That's why I did 23, that was stupid. You either do 20 or you do 25, you know?
Yeah, that keeps you sharper. It's like the Stroop test.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
45. One thing to note on the lunges, like a lot of people ask me about lunges, lower body with calisthenic stuff, and it's like, how are you really gonna reach failure? And you're probably not. So when you're getting to do things like air squats or lunges in this workout, you just go until you start to slow down, basically. Once the lunge is no longer crisp, fast anymore, that's kind of the failure point we consider it in the lunges. Everything else should be basically failure. So you can see what Dave's doing right now. He's focusing on one leg because Dave is a lunge ninja. And so if we just said do 300 lunges, Dave would do 300 lunges in one set. And so by focusing on one leg, he's fatiguing it a lot faster. A lot of people ask me, like, how am I gonna hit my legs doing calisthenics only? Focusing unilateral, doing same leg over and over again, that's really the best way to tackle these. Gonna burn it all?
Yep. I've done these in a while.
Trying to follow you, 50 reps, man.
Yeah, I was a little spicier than I thought.
That's a good workout. What'd you get?
15.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start.
That's right.
See, I gotta start out pretty strong. Mine just fades quick when it fades.
Well, my pull-ups won't stay, my push-ups might, but.
That's always been the case with Murph. When my push-ups go, it's like, they just seem to go. It's like, I'm good. Dead.
Failure on a pull-up is when you can no longer pull yourself above the bar. If you can hang there, because there's a physical demand from hanging. Push-ups, on the other hand, you can rest in the up position if you want, but if you start sticking your butt in the air, or definitely no resting on the ground, it's different altogether. And on lunges, failure is just when that burn comes, or you start to slow down, anything like that. Oh no, Dave, we're gonna be here for a while.
Might still get my calories for a daily over decades.
See this resting right here, this is a fine rest. I could rest here all day. Because like I said, it cost me something to rest. Forearm, grip. But I'm still able to get my chin over the bar. So I'm gonna stay, figure it out. Oh.
154, good heart rate. I thought I was a good runner.
That's 169 beats per minute on lunges. That's crazy. All right, you wanna see a strike zero? This is what it looks like. Strike zero. I'm done with lunges. Oh man. All right,
so satisfying.
Dave's at 4. I'm about to finish my 4th. Same for push-ups here. So, think you can.
There's no way I'm two-setting that. I'm at. Yeah. I hit 12 and then 10.
So viewers at home, you keep it at 6. We're gonna finish. We're not stopping until we strike 0 at all of them. But for your own safety, try not to go above 6 reps or 6 sets. I mean.
Yeah, we'll see at the end. 75 might have been a better, if I was realistically going for it, but that's no fun in that and trying it out and getting some Murph style reps in. Took my strong suit out of the game. The lunges are gone. Now it's, that's all the stuff I haven't been working on.
I've been off of strike 0 because we switched things up in the programming, but we were doing it previously, and I already feel like I'm not like awful, but like declined from where I was at. This is worse performance than my last strike 0 like 3 weeks ago. So it falls off pretty fast if you're not doing a lot of calisthenics all the time. Complete failure. I am a complete failure. I reached legitimate failure.
You're doing athlete math, like, oh, that's just 2 sets of 12.
2 sets of 12 is easy. If I was fresh. All right, see what I got. See what I got. Okay. Dude, when I grab onto the bar, my biceps are like, there's no way we're doing it anymore. But then just somehow.
My initial pull is strong, and it's like once I get halfway up, I'm just like unable to drive with the lats.
Seven, okay. I got this. Oh. Did he count it? He counts it. All right, strike 0.
Just the pull-ups, zeroed. No. 5, got 3 more.
Yeah. There we go.
Zeroed out.
What a workout. Dang. Let me get a breather so I'm not
Huffing into the mic.
People are like, ask me a lot of times, like, okay, let's say I was doing 50 on the pull-ups and I'm knocking it out in 3 or 4 or 5, 6 sets. Do I just always add reps? That's one way to progress through this workout. You could just simply, instead of 20 pull-ups, you do 40 or 50 or 70 or 100. Or let's say we knock this out, we could do 150. But at some point, the volume is nowhere, you're not gonna wanna just keep adding volume. So here are the other things that you wanna look at in this workout. One, I just showed you. You wanna keep the reps the same and track how many sets it's taking. So if I were to write this, so say Dave comes back, he does 100, but he does it in 10, or he does it in 9. That's improvement, right? He's doing more reps per set. Then the other thing that you can track is first set right here and last set right here, and see what the gap is. So his first set was 20, my first set was 23, my last set was 8, his last set was 3. Now this one could just be a product of the remainder that you have left, but you like to just see where you were at. So if we want to look here and here, I had 8 again. So I'm kind of getting to like a lower level consistency, and then you can look at the gap, 20 to 6, 23 to 8, very similar gap. But that's another thing that you can check. Just keeping track of that total first set. Okay, I did 25 the next time. I did 28, I did 22, whatever. And then looking at, okay, where did I die off and where was my like baseline remainder? It's almost like an average, but it's really just looking at the last 1 to 3 sets, see where you're at. So I would look at this for Dave. I would say first set is 20 and mine is 23. And then we have the gap. And here I would look to see what I was getting at, like last sets, 6, 8. If you wanted to do this for months at a time, which you could, you can't just add reps all the time. To be honest, this last set, that's a little bit more advanced. But this is real improvement, because if Dave never does a set less than 6 again on his next one, like that's a huge improvement. That's hard to do because you're at such a level of fatigue. So this really means something, but very advanced. These 3 are pretty straightforward. How many sets did it take you? Can I do it in fewer sets? How many total reps am I doing? And what was my first set max? Those are great ways to progress through the program. If you're untrained, like Dave and I are not untrained. So us pushing out to 8 sets, 11 sets, there's no real danger in it for us other than getting sore. If you're not trained and you try this high volume and you go out to 10, 15, 20 sets, rhabdo is a legitimate concern. That's where your muscles are breaking down, poisoning your kidneys. It's a serious thing. So that's why I tell people to stop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that's where we should have stopped right here. And then whatever you had left, right? You had 65. So your next time you did this should probably be like 75. And I'm not far off. I should have started at like 80, 85, something like that. Like I said, like a month ago, I did 100, finished it in 6. So just like a couple weeks of not practicing it, I fell right off the map with these 2.
So say I follow this for 2 months, I get these down to 3 or 4 sets. Where's my progression from that? Just more reps at that point, or adding vest, or what's?
I would say then you start to look at your time, because then like this has got to factor in. We're both dads, 3 kids. Like if adding reps just makes this a hour 20 workout or whatever, don't add more reps. Focus on bigger sets. You could add more rest time if you wanted to. We were keeping our rest pretty short for the entire duration. So bumping up the reps, 5 or 10, finding out where you're comfortable. Because in reality, if I started this, if it was your first time, I would have rather done 50, finish in a couple sets, then next week let's progress. But since we're here together, doing the video, doing a demo, it's like, let's just go all out and see. Now we have to work backwards as opposed to building up. So normally in a week 1 program, you start lower and add, right? So.
Well, here I was concerned doing a lot of running about hitting my calories.
Yeah.
601, average heart rate 135. That's like more than a run for me.
All right, guys, that's it for this. This is Strike Zero. Anyone can do this workout. Like I said, I've done it, Dave's done it. My 13-year-old's done it. I've walked a lot of people through it. We have hundreds and hundreds of athletes who've now done it at Garage Gym Athlete. If you want to check it out, you can go to garagegymathlete.com. Check out the programs there, or just watch the video and do what we just said. That's it for this one.